Welcome to BioGlobe. If you like this channel, please share and subscribe. Today we are going to discuss the topic genetic diversity. Myself Mohammad Jasil A, Assistant Professor of Microbiology, Marcus Arts and Science College, Adavanad. Genetic diversity. Genetic diversity is defined as the heritable variations observed within and between populations of organisms. We all of know that the heritable variations, something related with the changes in DNA. It's basically the variety of species expressed at the genetic level by each individual in a species expressed in the genetic level changes, or it is expressed as the genetic level by each individual in a species, that is known as genetic diversity. Mainly two species belonging to the same species are not exactly similar. We all of know that two species belong to the same species are not exactly similar. For example, in the species of human beings, each human shows a lot of diversity in comparison to another humans. We know that gene is the basic and discrete unit of heredity. Okay, and genes are made up of DNA. And the Human Genome Project estimate that humans have mainly 20,000 25,000 genes, and every person has two copies of gene, that is one from father and another from mother. And some genes are exactly similar, but others genes are, or less than one genes are entirely different from the people. People living in different regions shows a great level of variation. In the same way, we can see variation among in plants and animals. And the genetic diversity is the foundation for all higher levels of biodiversity. And genetic diversity provides the recipe for populations and species, which in turn form communities and ecosystems. So the genetic diversity is the basic build-up to develop communities and ecosystems. That is the important point. And in this picture, we can see that diversity in human beings, different peoples are in different manner, lives in different parts of the world, and in each and every people we know that what is we can say that gene is the basic and discrete unit of heredity, and each every person have two copies of gene, that is one from father and another from mother, but some genes or less than one genes are entirely different from different people. And this is the picture of diversity in animals. We can see that a variety of dog, but shows different varieties of dogs in a dog family. We can see different kinds of different families of dogs are here due to the diversity in genes among the dog species. And nature and origin of genetic variation. It is a well-known fact that the blueprints for all living beings are genes. They consist of discrete segments of deoxyribonucleic acid. Natural knowledge is contained in the DNA within living cells. That is, organisms contains DNA. That is, the knowledge is mainly inserted in the DNA itself. DNA is a linear molecule composed of segments of four different nucleotide bases, that is known as adenine, thymine, guanine, and cytosine. And these four bases form the four base pairs. What are the four base pairs? Adenine, thymine, guanine, cytosine. Thymine, adenine, and cytosine, guanine. And we know that genes are linearly arranged along with the length of DNA molecule. All observed variations are invariably due to the variations in the sequence of four base pairs in DNA molecule. Any changes in the base pair of DNA molecules can cause variations. The changes in the small proportion of these base pairs causing variation in living being. So we can feel different physical features, or we can feel differences in the physical features of the organism, or even the changes in the nucleotide bases also cause variations. In this picture itself, we can detect that the structure of DNA, mainly four types of nutrient nitrogen bases are there: adenine, thymine, cytosine, and guanine. In this picture shows that any changes in these types of nucleotide bases, we can create changes in the DNA that's caused leading to the variations in living beings. And each individual species possesses genes which are the source of its own unique features. We in the former classes we can study that in the previous classes, earlier classes, we studied that genes is the hereditary factor, or genes is the character determining factor that is present in DNA. And variety in the number and types of genes among individuals of a same species cause genetic diversity. The number and types of genes among individuals of a same species cause genetic diversity. According to about bioscience, the more closely related any two species are, the more genetic information they will share and the more similar they will appear. More closely related species are share some genetic information in similar ways and they will appear in similar category. For example, in the case of comparing, we can compare with ape with humans. The apes are looking and acting and even speaking. That is a type of sign of language is similar to human beings. In this picture, we can see the different types of banana. What is the different types of banana? This the variation is due to the changes in the nucleotide bases in the DNA of banana. We can see that different categories of banana. Actually, it is a banana, but different types of varieties. That is due to the variation in the changes in the nucleotide bases in the DNA of banana. Genetic variations are mainly classified into two types. Genetic variations are mainly two types. First one, intrapopulational variation. Second one, interpopulational variation. What is the meaning of intrapopulational variation? Variation within the population. That is the measured as amount of variation within ecologically and reproductively interacting individuals. That is the mountain side and island, etc. In simple, we can see that what is the meaning of intrapopulational variation? What is the meaning of intrapopulation genetic variation? Variation within the population is known as intrapopulation variation. What is the meaning of interpopulation variation? Variation between population. In the case of intrapopulation variation, the variation occur within the members of a species in the same area, or it is also known as infraspecific diversity. Second genetic variation is known as interpopulational variation, that is occur between the populations. When comparing two or more population of a species, that is we can also say that it is a geographic variation occur in a population. In another case, genetic variation in an entire species is the sum of variation within and variation between all population that make up the species. Interpopulation means the variation between population, that is known as interpopulational variation. And main significance of genetic variation in a population is that it enables natural evolutionary changes to take place, since the rate of these changes is proportional to the amount of genetic diversity available. Main significance, what is the significance of genetic variation? Enables natural evolutionary changes. That is very, very important. That changes is proportional to the amount of genetic diversity available in an ecosystem. And measurement of genetic diversity. How do measure the genetic diversity? Assessment of genetic variation are useful for two reasons. That is the importance of genetic variation measurement. What is the assessment of genetic variation? This is useful mainly for two reasons. First one, they test the mathematical and statistical theories proposed so far to explain the nature of the forces acting on genetic variance. What forces are to be applicable or act on genetic variance? That is to be test the mathematical proportions and with compared to statistical theories. They test the mathematical and statistical theories proposed so far and to explain the nature of the forces acting on genetic variations. What is the second point of measurement of genetic diversity? They serve as tools for understanding the relationship that exist within the individuals of a species and their similarities and disadvantages. We can compare the similarities and disadvantages of the species of the individuals exist in a ecosystem. Then the two notions of genetic diversity are richness and evenness. That is two important points in the case of genetic diversity. Richness and evenness. What is the meaning of richness? What is known as richness? Richness is refers to the total number of different genotypes present in a population or a sample from it. Richness means total number. For example, a population of a plant species with three different flower colors is considered genetically more diverse than a population with only two different flower colors. And comparatively, we can see that the three flower colors is very rich when compared to two different flower colors. Then evenness. Evenness refers to the frequency of the different genotypes present in the same population. Frequency is something related with the strength or the percentage of the genotype. That is known as evenness. For example, population of a species with two equally frequent flower colors, say we can say that 0.50 and 0.50 is considered genetically more diverse than a population with three different flower colors in uneven frequencies. We can say that what is the uneven frequencies? 0.80, 0.15 and 0.05. These are the two different uneven frequencies. When compared to the uneven frequencies, we can say that 0.50 and 0.50 is to be more frequent. This is known as evenness. And molecular methods for assessing genetic variation. What are the methods to be adopted for detecting the genetic variation? There are several methods, including molecular methods, for assessing the levels of genetic variation. The most common method considered to be genetic diversity in terms of the diversity of the genes that an individual possesses. The first method to assessing genetic variation, that is known as in terms of diversity of the gene of an individual. Second one, the number, for example, we can see that the number of genes is believed to range from around 1000 genes in bacteria and 10,000 genes in some fungi and 4 lakhs or more genes in many flowering plants. The first method, we can see that diversity in genes, measure the diversity of the gene in an individual. And genetic diversity is also measured in terms of chromosome structure, chromosome size, chromosome shape and chromosome number, etc. That is often referred to as karyotypic variation. We can see in the case of eukaryotes. The parameters in such assessment include changes in the whole chromosome, complement number, that is known as polyploidy, and the number of some individual chromosomes, that is polysomy, monosomy, nullisomy, or addition and substitution, or in the number of B chromosome. For example, in the case of Down syndrome. In the case of Down syndrome, we can see that we all of know that male have XY chromosome and female have XX chromosome. So in the case of Down syndrome, we can see that trisomy 21. An additional set of chromosome is there in the base pair of 21th base pair. That is known as Down syndrome. Down syndrome is also the parameter for detecting the genetic diversity. And molecular marker techniques for assessing genetic variation. What are the molecular marker techniques to be selected for assessing genetic variation? First one, allozyme method. Allozyme electrophoresis is a procedure for separating proteins of different molecular sizes and electrical charges that therefore have different migration rates in electric fields. By using allozyme methods, we can apply electrophoretic method, separating proteins of different molecular sizes on the basis of an electric charges in an electric field, and we can compare the different migration rates. It is the simplest and most versatile and least expensive of the techniques for detecting the level of genetic variation within and between populations. The resolution of this technique is very low because only protein coding regions of DNA can be evaluated, and only a small proportion of the changes in those regions will cause a detectable change in the mobility of the protein. And allozymes are visualized by chemical staining the electrophoretic gel after migration. After the migration, we can select the electrophoretic gel, and that goes to the chemical staining methods, so we can visualize allozymes. The differences in mobility and the presence of allozyme variants are indicated by different band positions on the gel for homozygote and multiple bands for heterozygotes. What is the indication of homozygote and heterozygote? In the case of homozygote, we can see that different band position in the electric field or in the gel field, and in the case of heterozygote, we can see that multiple band positions. What is the advantage of this technique? It is very cost effective and technically simple, and it provides fairly good approximation of DNA level changes, and at least intraspecifically. Consequently, this method is very useful to study variation within species, and this method can handle large samples with relatively greater efficiency. What is the disadvantage of this method? Allozymes are limited and biased symbol of the plant structure. And also, the method can measure variations only in the structural genes of a restricted set of enzyme loci. The next method is known as DNA based marker techniques. What are the DNA based marker techniques is used for detecting the genetic variations? First one, restriction fragment length polymorphism, RFLP. RFLP is a DNA based marker technique to study the genetic variation within the population or between the population of a species. The various bacterial species are specifically produce enzymes to protect themselves from infecting viruses by cutting or restricting the viral DNA. These enzymes are known as restriction enzymes. These enzymes are very familiar with us in different molecular fields, that is known as restriction enzymes. The restriction enzymes are highly specific in the case of DNA sequence. And that what is the peculiarity of restriction enzymes? They recognize and cut the enzymes, that is known as enzyme. They recognize and cut the DNA portion, that is known as restriction enzymes. And the RFLP method has been very useful in determining the geographic structure of a population in genetic terms, or it can also be used to estimate the degree of gene flow in a population. Next technique is known as polymerase chain reaction, that is PCR. The production of large amount of a small segment of DNA molecule is called amplification. We can amplify the small segment of DNA, that is production of large amount of a small segment of a DNA, that is known as amplification. This can be done by recombinant cloning or replication in vitro method using DNA polymerase, that is the enzyme used in PCR technique. And the PCR technique has the advantage of permitting amplification of a DNA sequence even from minute amount of starting material, and therefore has great importance in studying the genetic diversity of rare and endangered taxa. So the next method is known as random amplified polymorphic DNA technique, that is RAPD technique. It is a PCR based technique for identifying genetic variation. It involves the use of a single primer in a PCR reaction, resulting in the amplification of many discrete DNA product. It will amplify many discrete DNA product. And what are the determinants of genetic diversity? The genetic variation within population of any species is the outcome of the sum of three interacting factors. What are the three interacting factors for determining genetic diversity? Abiotic factors, biotic factors, and intrinsic factors. What are the abiotic factors? Abiotic factors include climatic change and edaphic features. Edaphic features include water content, acidity, aeration, and the availability of nutrients, etc. Then the biotic factors include interactions between the organisms such as mutualism, symbiosis, antagonism. We know that interactions are mainly different types, negative interactions and positive interactions. The interactions include mutualism, symbiosis and antagonism. That's including in the biotic factors. And intrinsic factors comprise of population size and mating system of organisms, mutations, migrations and SSS means the successful establishment of a plant or animal in a new locality. All these three factors individually or in combination affect the genetic diversity of a population stochastically as well as deterministically. The length or existence of a species on this earth also determines the genetic diversity. Evolutionary importance of genetic diversity. How genetic diversity is entirely related with the evolution in organisms. First one, adaptations. Genetic diversity plays an important role in the survival and adaptability of a species. We can see that Darwin's survival of the fittest, that is an adaptation. The genetic diversity causes the adaptation of living beings in a particular ecosystem. Sometimes some organisms are exist, the favorable variations are to be sustainable or existed in the environment, unfavorable variations to be destroyed. So it may leads to the adaptation. Genetic diversity plays an important role in the adaptation of living organism in an ecosystem. And small populations. Large populations are more likely to maintain genetic material, so generally have higher genetic diversity. When compared to small populations, large populations have rich amount of genetic material, so they have create or they form rich amount of genetic diversity. Then third point, mutation. The random mutations consistently generate genetic variations. Mutation means sudden heritable change occur in the genetic constituents of an organism. We can see that sometimes the living beings shows some genetic variations due to mutation. So random mutations generate genetic variations in the living beings. Mutations may cause to radiation factors or chemical pesticides, etc. Endosulfan victims are also one of the example of mutation. Then gene flow. Gene flow is also an evolutionary importance of genetic diversity. What is the gene flow? Movement of genetic material is known as gene flow. That is often due to the migration occur in the case of living beings. For example, in the case of pollen, they can be migrated in the case of wind, or the migration of a bird is also one of the example of gene flow that may cause different types of evolutionary importance or evolutionary changes affectance with or accordance with the genetic variation. In the case of agriculture, we create genetically engineered crops that also that is known as the genetic diversity or genetic variation. For preparing genetically engineered crops, we can changes or create desirable changes in the genetic material of an organism. So we can desirably changes the genetic material of the plant. We can create genetically engineered crops. That is one of the example of genetic diversity. This is all about the structure and function or all about the genetic diversity. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe.